What up, bosses? We are back. So the NA tournament is going to be kicking literally off any second now. I'm just basically waiting for all the noobs to come online. Once I get the get-go, we're going to jump into the first NA game, which is going to be round one. Standard procedure. First team to win the first three rounds. Once we get into the semi-finals, we're then going to do a best of three, where we do first three rounds, and then if you win the next three rounds, you win the game. We did the EU tournament earlier today, which went down really well. It was fun. It was my first time actually casting Battlerite. It was in the tournament form, so any feedback you guys want to give to me whilst we're actually doing this one right now, it was happily taken. But yeah, we're literally just going to be waiting for the to come on. It is actually a maxed out tournament, so we're going to have 32 teams. 32 teams, I think that's right. Still getting it. We'll actually quickly go through the team list whilst we're waiting. So this time I have the brackets. Let's see if this open. There we go. So we have the brackets. Here we go. So this is our teams we're going to have being Warlord. Oh no, that can't be right. It says they've already lost. I believe I'm in the right. Let's have a look. So that says they're already lost. So this is our NA tournament, which is going to get in, literally just waiting for the message. This is our teams that we have together. League of Legends, how about that? We had some fun on the EU with some good games that we actually cast. I really enjoyed it, so it'd be interesting to see what the NA, they can put up stops. I didn't really actually see like some massive plays. We saw some fun games, but to be honest, we didn't actually see like some real big plays. I don't know if any of you guys have followed any of my top 5 plays on my YouTube, Mr. Vigras666. We've had some really nice plays going on there, obviously, which is nice with the replay system. It's easy to capture them, but we didn't see anything that stood out to me, to be honest. So, if we go onto bracket, which we were just on, it's really saying they've lost. So that kind of confuses me. I'm still trying to get out how this whole system works, but no one should have played yet, as it's only unless they've lost like in 10 seconds. Seems a bit weird. Maybe potentially they could have played actually. Maybe they're ahead of the curve, and we're not going to be casting their games. I'm literally just waiting on the message to say, we're going to be casting this game. From Goatee, they're the ones who've made Play Tourney. If you guys are interested in getting in next week's event, you can sign up on their website. Play Tourney, I'll actually link that to you right now. So if you want to get involved. If you want to check the brackets, you do have to actually make an account. It's something they're looking into. It's quite new. It was pretty cool actually to get featured on Battlerite's Steam community page today, which was nice. And there's going to be some tournaments going on tomorrow. I'm not actually sure who's running those tournaments, but yeah, it's nice to see that the community is being so active at the moment for you guys to actually get involved in these tournaments. Okay, I'm not sure what the situation is there. I guess you haven't lost. I don't know what that is. I'm sure it's cool. Maybe I get the cash again, boss. We'll see what happens. I'm literally just going to be following Goatee. Whatever he does, we follow. So I'm literally just waiting for the command. I don't want to jump in a game. I was actually playing a game earlier today whilst we were casting the EU, whilst the whole tournament was kind of getting on the go. I didn't realise we were actually there. So see what happens. I'm interested to see who NA does put out. I have a quick list. So we had a lot of. So earlier today we had a lot of Shifu who did really strong. Condemned, I don't know if you guys have heard him, he was #1. I'm not sure if that was actually how that is actually based. Obviously there's a lot of servers, I don't know if that's on an EU server or on an overall. He had like a 5,500 MR, which just seemed kind of crazy to me. It was really crazy, and he did kind of wreck. He did wreck. It was him and his buddy who ended up actually winning. So who I didn't actually see any, I don't maybe see any Eva actually in this, or Rook. Eva and Rook were the two champions that we kind of missed out, so potentially you might see some of that in this game. We'll see what happens. Yeah, we're literally just, it should be starting up any second now. We're just kind of waiting on their get-go. We did have some fun games on EU earlier today, which was cool. Quite a few games went to sudden death, which is always nice. The final, which was a best of 3, it went into both teams 1-1, and then finally the blue team actually ended up putting it up in a 3-0 victory, which was pretty cool to see. Croak and Older, which is an interesting combo. The Older was actually chucking out some big damage. literally just auto-attacking him. It was kind of interesting. He was getting higher scores, and I know you shouldn't be reading into higher scores because they could mean anything, but the older was actually picking out some big damage, which I didn't normally see. Your mod. Oh, we'll look into it, man. Yeah, we'll look into it. This is your game. Did you play the previous one as a Bloodline Champion? I literally only found out about this game probably about a day or two after it came out. My buddy talked to me about it, and I've been playing League for like 5 years, and I literally just started university, and I was a bit like meh. And he said this, and I had a look at it, and obviously you had to pay the £15 to get in. And I thought I'd get on it, and first game I played, I absolutely loved it. You know, getting that feeling. The thing what I enjoyed about League all the time was, you know, when you killed someone, you're in lane, you kill someone, it's like, say, I'm playing against you right now, and it's us two, we're batting out. If we're actually good players, it makes it obviously a lot more exciting. I kill you. That feeling when I get that, and Battlerite, you know, it was, you know, getting that feeling again was so cool, and especially in like 2v1 situations, or even in 3v1, you know, you pull off some really nice plays in this, the actual counter play ability. So, as much as I love League, you know, I've been playing it for a very long time, this is actually, yeah, I've thrown a big love for Battlerite at the moment. The top 5 players have gone down really nicely, which is cool. The community seems to be nice. Obviously, it's going to be going free to play probably around about January, I think. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Obviously, that's going to draw in a big increase. I think the player increase kind of jumped on here, but you got the people, you know, that have chucked in their money, and you know, fair enough. And I think now it's kind of slowed down because people aren't going to be. There's not going to be that many people chucking their money. All right, so here we go. All right, we're going to add this fellow chap. This is going to be our first game. Let's see if it all works. Obviously, it would be an alpha. It is all a little bit buggy at the moment. Our first NA game. Look and see what the NA brought on the EU. We did have some really fun games. I think every game was pretty exciting, to be honest. I think there was one game where we had quite a big mismatch, but yeah, we'll see what happens. The only thing I do find it is a little bit buggy. But again, with being early access, I think it's a solid game for where it is at the moment. There is a lot of improvements they can make. I'd like to see the replay system kind of improved on. At the moment, that was what got me into my top 5 plays. I kind of come here and I looked at these and I was like, sweet. I mean, they're my plays, but the other ones, like, yeah, they can make a top 5 play, but they haven't been out there. 6 days, I think it was like 11 days ago. You know, that should be constantly being updated, which would be really cool to see. So we have added him. Hopefully, he should invite us in, and then we can actually spectate his game. Retry. Happens. We'll get there. Almost. We're so close, but yet so far. At least he's actually online. A lot of problems I find is that they're actually not online. And I don't know. The system could be better, but it does the job for now. In-game, at the moment, I've just got this music playing as some background music. It was something that we talked about. Obviously, this is my first time casting. This doesn't seem to be working. I'm going to restart quick. Seems to be bugging out. What I'm probably going to do at the moment, you can hear my music and also the music, background music. What I did in the other tournament was basically I paused the music I've got at the moment. It's just some kind of chilled out stuff. Once we get in the game, I'm going to play the in-game music. If you're happy with that, you know, you can play your music if you want. This is just some standard old music, which can allow me to actually upload it. Now, this is the problem. What we have is now no one's actually freaking lying. Freaking great. Much I love this game. It just drives me crazy. Just what we want is we can hear a tournament. But yeah, I'm going to pause my music so you can actually hear the in-game music. I really enjoy the in-game music. I think it's pretty sweet. It adds to the tension a lot more. One sec. I'm going to restart my Steam real quick and see if that actually fixes the issue. I was having an issue, I don't know. I guess now everyone's starting to come online, the servers can't necessarily handle, I guess they didn't feel there's going to be as many players as they actually have coming onto the game, which obviously kind of messes around with things. See if this actually works this time. We get there in the end. And once we get in, the tournament shall run fine. My apology, guys. Here we go. So we can set that guy. No. So I think. Oh. So here we go, come on, we're always so close. So close, but yet so far. Alright. Here we go, alright, we're in. Sweet! Alright, so I'm going to pause my music. I'm still trying to get used to the camera skills. I only actually just realised that you can switch between characters. I spent so long trying to figure this out. It was until someone said that you could actually do it. I was like, what the fuck? So, we're going to be looking at maybe potentially Croak and Jade and another Jade. I think Jade is a really strong champion. She's probably my favourite in-game. I'm really enjoying Embarrass at the moment because it's counter ability, but Jade does some serious big damage if you can play her well. Again, I think the champions at the moment are well balanced. It is literally depending on how, you know, if you can land your skill abilities really. So, we're going to see no healers, which is nice to see. Some of the games I found earlier today in the EU tournament, we had a healer versus the non-healer. If you don't go aggressive enough, you can really kind of screw yourself over. So we'll turn off Fog of War. I don't know if it makes a massive difference, but we'll turn it off. So see what we can get up to. So it's going to be Croak and Jade versus Jade and Baku. I think Baku can be a massive counter to Jade. You can see here she actually had to use her ability on the bottom side. Jade does miss there. Get spell blocked herself. Middle wall's gonna be coming up in 5 seconds. I really rate the middle wall, but for me personally, I think it's massively gonna score that. But the end, the blue side Jade is already on the 50% health, which is getting bad here. Croak is going in for some incoming damage, gets a nice stun off. Blue orb is up. I think the red team actually secured that. Jade Snipe was lined up, and it's something that you can actually make happen, I feel, with Jade. Once like an auto attack's gone down, she's really good at actually being able to steal the orb with her smite, but from what I saw, the red team actually flash it there. A nice leap by Croak, really mobile, and the blue team actually turned this around, but the Jade has dropped. Croak has gone in, he's going into Baku, making some nice big damage here. I feel he could potentially make a nice 2v1 out of this, putting some blind down onto the enemy Jade. Mid is up, I think he's actually going to lose this, and they're going to get their ultimates from this. Nice kill. I really feel that Croak's going to pick this up. Jade has picked her ultimate up, but Croak does have the movability with his double jump, stealth, and dash to dodge this. He's probably about 10% away from getting his ultimate. If he can get a nice stun off, I think he's going to pick this up. Let's see how Jade plays it. He does miss the stun. Mid is up. We also got to remember that mid does give you gives you energy, which is nice. It also does give you health, so it's a big pickup. And that is what I'm talking about right there. Is Jade's easily able to pick up with her sniper ability. But he's going to come in with his sniper and actually does cancel her ultimate there, which is huge. I think this is going to be pretty much GG as the arena starts closing, and she is able to pick up both health packs there. I feel it's not going to be enough. A nice spell block. Getting some incoming damage, but I feel he's only toying with her now. He does actually miss his stun there from his camouflage, but using again his leap, she does actually make a nice use out of her R ability. Another good leap, and she once again has missed the stun. I really feel, you know, missing that ability there, it's really big for her. He made actually a really nice stun on her, which cancelled her ultimate, which was pretty huge, but landing that stun ability and not landing it, especially at higher level play, I think it's really deadly. And GG to Croak. We didn't see too many. We didn't really actually see much. Or we saw, I think, one Croak towards the end of the tournament. We didn't see great Croak gameplay, and that was quite nice to play. And he's a hard champion, you know. But if you don't actually make those big plays and go in there and make it happen, he's kind of just useless, especially against a Baku, who didn't actually really do much in that. So we'll see how this second round plays out. Nice block there. Jade is actually able to dodge it. There's one thing with Baku actually dodging Jade's, or blocking her stun, is that Jade actually gets stunned from it as well, which is really nice. It's a great feeling as a Baku player to actually do that. Some nice damage incoming from Croak. The red team do actually secure middle orb, but a nice stun from Jade coming in as the two Battler out now. Croak putting some big damage onto Baku. Jade does actually once again miss her stealth ability. I think if she landed that, that could have been a big game changer. Croak actually leaps over her ultimate right there, and this is turning into a nice battle here. Jade coming on ultimate. Oh, big plays, big play. I think this is actually the blue team's going to secure this middle orb. The red team actually does once again secure the orb, but I feel they're too low here. And GG to blue. Croak's putting some serious damage onto the enemy Jade here. and really nicely played. Jade just can't keep up with the damage that he's putting down, so well played. Well played indeed. We go into third round, the blue team pick this up, this will be GG, and they will be moving on to round 2. The unfortunate thing here is the talents don't actually stay up, so we don't actually get to see how long we actually, we don't get to see their talents for too long. Jade is going for a snipe build, she's trying to pick out as much damage as possible, which is working because with them being the aggression team, it's working nicely for them. We're just not really seeing the combo between Baku and Jade, they're just constantly split all the time, and Croak and Jade are just kind of having their pants down really. We're going to see middle orb once again come up in 5 seconds. A really nice stun coming from the blue side Jade, countered by the red side there with another good stun. Middle orb is up, let's see who picks this up. I really rate the middle orb of the blue team as well, which has proc Jade's ultimate with her dash down. Let's see what the blue side Jade can actually do here. Croak is running a bit low, but I feel with the ultimates charged up, Blue time should be picking this up. It's a really nice ultimate from Croak. Has dropped her low. Big silence coming in. She still holds her vault, so just keep that in mind. She's able to vault down. Big ultimate. A stun even. GG. The enemy Jade, the red Jade, could potentially turn this around. We'll see what she's able to pull off if she uses the R to knock Croak back. If she can land a nice stun here, she might be alright, but the enemy team are kind of split, which might work in her favour. So ultimate is actually ready as the blue side Jade goes for health orbs and is able to sneak them away right there, even with the red side actually holding her ultimate, and I think that's going to be GG even with her immortality. A nice ult onto Croak. If she actually landed that last shot, I think that would have been GG. But good snipe and great play by the blue team. It was really nicely done. Croak causing some big damage there, that was nice to see. I feel the red team could have played it a little bit better. They weren't very organised, and the blue team picked them off for it. I feel with Baku, you know, he really should be defending the enemy or his fellow Jade, because he wasn't doing that. You know, Croak was just able to get on top of her, and he played it really nicely, and it was GG. So we're going to wait for the next call. We'll have a quick look at the brackets. We'll see if the brackets are there. I actually finally understand how the brackets work. So if we go on over here, we refresh this bad boy. So someone actually did mention that they had lost the game, but they hadn't actually played. So I'm not sure if these are actually fully working at the moment. All the games wouldn't have necessarily actually played just yet, but we'll see what happens. So at the moment it's coming up with the games are lost, but I know this actually happened earlier, and I don't know, I'm not sure. Didn't miss too much, the blue team actually did kind of stomp them. This is just some nice kind of chilled out music, so it won't get copyright when I put it onto YouTube. Goddamn YouTube. Yeah, GG, well played by the blue team, and they're going to actually move in the second round. I believe the way the tournament works, both teams have to kind of put in their results, and that's how they move on. But as we mentioned earlier, some teams already lost before they played, so we'll kind of see what happens. But yeah, well played by the blue team there, it was really nice. Croak was putting some serious damage down, and the problem is, I feel right there that Baku was kind of just sort of split off from his Jade, you know, and she just got in big trouble then. She didn't really land the snipes, and those snipes are deadly. You can land one of those snipes, it's GG, but it just didn't really happen. You miss those big skill shots, especially at higher level, it's really going to cost you. One mistake can be the difference in winning or losing, so GG. We're going to wait for our next champion. We'll have a quick look and see. I don't have any chats sadly, feels bad. Kind of want to put some money onto the game. I'm happy to put some money, or I want to put some money in the game, but I just don't feel there's enough cool shit to actually, you know, be worth getting chests of at the moment. I feel a lot of the stuff, you know, I'm happy with what they got. I think they've got a good amount of content for early access, but if you actually look at like a lot of the skins, they kind of just feel like real skin over, or we have it just kind of skin over like there, just kind of skin overlays. You know. There's nothing really, you know, considering that's meant to be an epic there, there's nothing real big difference from her first. What is your stream? That's a good question. That's a good question. What was my stream? That's the question. So still a lot of people haven't reported in their result at a given 4 minutes. Okay, so we're basically just waiting on for the results to come in. Problem with people, you gotta wait on people. That's the problem in life right there. So I hope you guys enjoy Battlerite. I'm loving Battlerite at the moment. I'm loving Battlerite. If you're new to my channel, don't forget you can click on my YouTube, which is linked below, and watch my top 5 plays. It's super cool. We've got 3 videos out at the moment. Really seen some really cool plays. It's Yeah, probably it's so hard. Seeing some really nice plays coming in. Let's see if we can actually let's have a look. Let's have a look. Sort everything out. We're more organised next week. Everything's just kind of a mess. That's up. Yeah, man. Yeah, I think it's super cool. Super cool. And it's kind of nice that they're going like if you buy it now, there's no need to buy it now. But if you buy it now, you get all the champions and all future champions for free, which is super cool. I guess the system is going to work similar to League. I really like the chest system at the moment. It's very similar style to Overwatch, but the fact with Overwatch you have to use real money if you want to get chests, but here you can actually purchase chests with in-game gold, which I think is really cool. But it's just like the play potential, when the feeling you get when you're in a 1v1, that's what I used to get on League, and I don't really get it so much. After you played League for so long, you kind of know how it is, and it's just a nice feeling. They have the perfect game, 2v2 and 3v3 is the perfect amount, you at least got one friend. At least got one friend and you can play, and it's only you to blame. Only you to blame, when you play League, the amount of times I play League and you're kind of there flaming at everyone else, so if anything goes wrong, it's kind of down to you, which is kind of nice. We've got a big clip coming up here from your man, MBR. Oh, this was big. So basically, I was playing here, I was petrified, I started working on the enemy Croak, I used my warp to get on top of him, easily finishing off my Hand of Corruption and leaving us in a 2v2. As I try and pop my counter ability, I pop a bit too soon, which actually leaves my friendly Askar vulnerable, and he does get picked off here. But during the process, I pick my ultimate up, and just as I actually use my ultimate to attack the Asurus, I pick up another ultimate, kill that. Because of that, it refreshes my ultimate, and as I go topside, I pick up another ultimate, actually getting 3 ultimates, allowing me to get 9 strikes off them, which is freaking deadly. That was good stuff. I don't know, I really think the play potential is super cool. So we're literally just waiting, we're just waiting on, we're literally just, we're just waiting on, I might have fucked everything up. Are we up, maybe? Yeah, maybe, oh. Yeah, it was really cool. I was there, like, we were literally on Discord, and we were there like, fuck, what's going on? I'm like, damn, son, I just pressing F, So, because he gets free he gets 3 charges with his ultimate. If you actually hit it, you have to hit the next one to channel the next one. So I got 9 channels off them, which was insane. I mean, this was a really cool play. I think it was a bit badly played by the enemy team, to be honest. I feel they should have been able to take him on, but nonetheless, it was nice playing. I've just never seen the map get so small. The arena, look how tiny it is. I love the fact that the arena gets that small. I've never been in that situation because I'm probably like dead straight away. But I just thought that was so cool. But one thing they're kind of missing, but again, I say the fact that it's early access, is that like making the music more intense when it gets into that situation. I think the music and the in-game sounds, what they have for all the characters, is pretty spot on at the moment. I'm impressed for what they have for us so early on. But it'd be cool for the music to be really nice. So Mr. Potato Head, this was a really nice clip, and I was kind of like thought about number 1, but I just think it was really badly played by the enemy team. Like, without a doubt, he's come out tops in the 3v1 here, but the problem was the Shifu's gone on top of him whilst the enemy team take middle orbs, so like, why didn't all 3 of them just go on him? If all 3 went on him, it was GG. And they just count his, they just pop his Wuju ability too many times, really, in my opinion. And that's the thing you got to watch out when you start getting high level. It's kind of a mind game. You'd be there. I really enjoy him at the moment. But you're there. Do I press it now or don't I press it now? And when you do press it, with him, you leave him very vulnerable. And it was a nice play. But for me, this Freya 3v1 clip was really nice. She takes some big damage from the machine gun artillery coming from Eva. Gets a big ass, I think it's a thunderclap, that's the one, using a counter ability once again. And that's the thing what's so cool about this game, is that counter ability. Every champion's got a different one. With her, it kind of pulls the targets in, which allows her to actually pick her ultimate up, makes a big play once again using a thunderclap here, or counter into her thunderclap, and then using her ultimate to pick up the second kill, and picking up the middle orb, which again I really stress I think is so important in picking up, and then pretty much makes light work of Oldor here. getting her third ultimate this round. It was GG. Really nice play. So we are, game-wise, we're just waiting on seeing what's going on. So, any of you guys are joining? We've done one round. We're just waiting for one round the first round to finish. We have a quick look at. I'm not sure what's actually going on because like everyone says they've lost. So I don't know if I don't know what's happening here. I don't know if it's bugging out or what. It's nice to see that there's a lot of tournaments going on, which is really cool to see with the game. Really cool to see. It's just so easy, man. Just so easy. 2 people, pretty much guaranteed to have 2 friends. I hope. Even I have 2 friends, or 1 friend even. 1 friend. Actually, even open this for some reason. Oh, we lost it. Oh, it's going well. Potentially the website's crashed. I'm not sure actually what's I'm in here. Struggling. Maybe it's having a lot of footfall at the moment. But yeah, I really recommend picking up the game. Obviously you can wait for it to get a free to play. I don't know how the system's going to work, but from what I understand at the moment, if you pick up early access, you get every champion at the moment for free, and all future champions, which is going to save you gold. And at the moment with your gold you can buy chests, so if you have to buy champions as well, it's really going to kind of minimal, or you're not really going to have the gold to go around. I don't know how, I imagine they're going to change the system potentially, maybe you can get more gold. I don't know how they're going to work it out, but something to keep in mind. It's like £15 to get on, which I say you can wait, and also by the time you wait, there's going to be a lot more content coming in at the moment as well. So we're going to be joining our second game very shortly. We're just waiting for the invite to come in. See what happens here. Good old Battlerite. See what the NA can bring out here. The EE bring out some nice games. I'm looking forward to seeing what the NA can bring out here. He says I haven't accepted, bruh. Don't be coming at me like that, bro. Don't be telling those lies, man. Don't be telling those lies. I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. So, jumping into game number 2. I'm not sure if we're actually still in round 1 at the moment. So what I will work on, I imagine next week we're going to be doing the same tournament. If you guys are interested in seeing more, and the fact that the 32, the sign up, they hit real big numbers today on the website, that we're going to work on it and make something cool. I'll be a bit more prepared for next time. I say this is the first time kind of actually casting Battlerite. I will be posting everything on YouTube, so any feedback I will take on heart, whether it's bad or good or whatever. Any feedback's good. Without feedback you never progress. We're going to be jumping into a 2v2, so let's see what we can make happen. I think we're going to be seeing Croak again. Croak appearing quite popular. We didn't actually see much Croak until the end of the tournament yesterday. I'm going to mute my music. See what happens. Big plays coming in. So, Rook. This is actually the first time we've seen Rook in game. We haven't actually seen anyone else play Rook at this moment in time, so I'm really actually excited for this. Rook's one of my favourite champions at the moment in time. I think he can really cause some big damage and has a deadly stun. So we'll see what the enemy can actually team do here. As they go in for 2 melees, the Rook and the double Rook. So it's just going to be Rook and Croak versus Rook and Asuka. It's going to be quite interesting. So obviously the blue team do actually have the range advantage here, but we'll see how the red team can make it happen. They certainly have the damage. The problem here at the moment, they have split focus. It's a shame that we don't get to see the actual talents they've chosen here. The thing what I really like with Rook is you can see here he was able to actually armor break the enemy Rook and also the Asuka there. If his friendly Croak was in position to line it up, then even though they did cause some big damage, I think they'd probably have a kill right now. The blue team does secure the orb. A nice charge in, and you can see the damage coming in. I can't see the red team dropping us off. Asuka does pop his ultimate, but to no prevail by looks of things, and another great stun. G motherfucking G. Really well played. That was a good job. Big damage coming in from the red side there, and that's the thing with Rook. If he can actually land that charge, and this charge is has some range on it. Big range. Big range. You do not want to be getting on the wrong side of that. So his first talent, actually both have actually gone for a different ability here. One's going for his Enter Berserk. So if he lands his charge ability, he goes into Rush, which is basically like his counter ability, which means he auto attacks rapidly. And the more he auto attacks, if he gets up to 3 auto attacks without using his right mouse button, he actually armor breaks them, which we saw earlier. And I think that's what can be deadly. You see the likes of Cyrus doing the same thing, that armor break there. If that's actually channeled with Croak there, you can even see just the damage alone that Rook's doing is huge. And it's something, if you're a low level player, that you want to be actually watching out for. You don't want to just be spamming your abilities, you want to be holding on to that. And also, even when you actually do have it fully charged, and not just to pop it straight away, you know, wait for your abilities to be up, or even wait for his teammates to be over there to follow up. As you can see right now, that's like some big damage. He does have his ultimate up, we're going to keep my eye on him. See if he gets his ult off here. Nice charge in. Once again, the red team are running away with this one. He decided to actually pop his ult. Ask him once again, but his ult is not going to do anything here, really. And the red side Croak is really on points with his stuns. And this is what I kind of was talking about, you know, the difference between actually landing an ability and missing an ability. The Croak, especially the red side Croak, where he's taking the ability when he lands that stun or lands his charge, basically he then turns into Berserk mode for 2 seconds. So if that target doesn't leap away, he's pretty much guaranteed to proc his armor break. Doesn't mean he's necessarily going to land it, you know, the target could potentially leap away or counter or whatever. But with that ability, if he lands it, briefly stuns them, he then armor breaks them. If his friendly Croak's in there to follow up, the damage is just going to be insane. Even Rook's damage at the moment alone is insane. He's playing this really nicely, and I think the red team are going to run away with this one unless the blue team can pull something out of the bag here. We'll not even get the chance to see the mid orb taken, it's just going down so quickly. And also you can hit multiple targets there. He's making a really nice use again. I don't think we've actually seen him miss a charge this game as Croak picks it up, and GG. The red team really ran away with this. That was really nice play by the enemy Rook. That was GG. Enemy Rook landed every stun there, and that is the difference for me in especially in high level gameplay. When you play lower level games, alright, maybe sure you can miss some abilities and you might not get punished, but him landing every ability, especially with that increased charge, was huge. And that was GG. Wow, I'm pretty sure that was the quickest game. I think that was the quickest game I've actually ever seen, or bar someone. I think did we play a game earlier where someone actually just went AFK after the first round, which it was a game I wasn't casting, I was playing myself. But without someone going AFK or anything like that, I think that was the quickest game I've ever seen. We'll see what we got coming up next. I'll see if the brackets have actually changed. We'll have a quick look. I'm not really sure what the situation with the brackets is. We'll have a. I don't know if it's bugging out or what. If there's too many players kind of joining. So it has updated. So maybe we're potentially onto round. So we're on to round 2 now. I'm not sure who we're going to actually be casting here. We'll see what happens. Yeah, big game coming in. That was really big play by the enemy Rook there, making some massive damage. And we're going to be leading us on to round 2, which still stays the same at the moment. We'll just wait for to be informed who we're going to be casting next. Yeah, really nice play. I haven't seen the Rook. That was the first time we've actually seen Rook in either the EU or the NA games, and he pulled out some massive damage then, so that was nice to see. So we are waiting on nothing coming at the moment. I think at the moment, like the game, I don't know, it's just generally kind of a little bit buggy. So we'll give it a second. If nothing comes through, we can restart the game and see what happens. I just can't believe the speed of that game. That rook just threw out the damage right there. So many friends. I look so popular now. I literally only had like 3 friends before this tournament. Now I have so many friends. Yay! Yay for me. Alright, we'll restart. Oh, never mind. Got it through. I think there's a little bit of a delay. I don't know. We're here, which is the main thing, and we're in. Sweet. Sweet! Happy days. So we're going to be looking at Devastator and Hackby vs Battlerite, and we're ready? Let's go. I'm ready. Sweet. See what they pull off here. The Croak seem to be in a bit of a popular pick since we've actually jumped into NA. No one who gives a crap about me. I did actually play a game the other day. Like I've been into games of League, of course, where people being like, "Oh, you missed a big Russ." I'm like, "Yeah," and you know, we share a moment, and it's like, yeah, kind of cool. But some guy, I literally joined a game in this, and he was like, "Are you the Russ?" And I was like, "Oh, of course." I just kind of went with it. I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, you the Russ from Tetris?" I was like, "Yeah, it's me, man." He's like, Sam, I'll add you. I was like, what the fuck? I actually played a bit of Tetris, but nothing. I don't know why he would recognize me. Or whatever, I don't know. It was weird. The Tetris moment, bro. The Tetris crew. I thought we were gonna be friends forever, but I ended up deleting him. I was like, no. I think he kind of maybe realized I was trolling him and nothing was gonna come out of it. But there we go. So, here we go then. I told you, feels bad, man. All my good stories are gone now. So we're going to see the Croak and Jade, a nice combo coming up against the Shifu and Asuka, which is quite an even combo. We have 2 melees versus 2 range champions, which is just going to depend on who's going to be able to make good use of their counter abilities. I really feel in this situation where you have like a Shifu and a Croak, it's whoever's making the best use out of their counter, and also who splits from target. It's really going to come down to good communication and also picking the sword. But Jade is going to line her snipe up, and she did miss the orb there. I don't think the orb has actually been picked up, but she did actually miss it then. I'm not sure what. Well, yeah, the orb was taken, but it didn't look like she actually picked it up. She has picked her ultimate up, but she is running really low right now. She has popped her ultimate, and yeah, that's 4 shots wasted right there, and I think that's going to be GG. Nothing good's going to come out of this now after that. So now, mid-orbit up again. And blue team should be able to easily secure this. Even if so, I think Croak's not going to be able to pull off a 2v1 in this situation now with both of them over 50% health. That was just a bit poor by the enemy Jade. She went a little bit too ham, I think, and got kind of split from her teammate. The problem with, I feel with Jade and Croak, I feel Jade does some really nice damage, but at the same time, you have this Croak here who's a deadly assassin. Don't get me wrong, but you know, Jade does have some good escapes, but Croak wants to kind of go in ham. And this is what we were seeing before, is that Croak isn't dealing the damage that Shifu's dealing, so our Croak's gone for their Asuka, whilst their Shifu's gone for their Jade, and it's just literally wrecked them up. Yeah, my apologies, that's my bad, man. Thank you for, that's my bad. The music should be off, I kind of forgot about it. I got a bit caught up in the moment. Cheers for reminding me, man. If anything's going on, just remind me, because I'm a little bit tipsy, so I might forget what I'm actually doing, so I appreciate you. That's my fault. And Fog of War, Jesus Christ, guys. That's it, you gotta remember, just literally be my mum to me, otherwise, literally I won't have a clue what's going on. At least we're actually watching the game, it's kind of an improvement from last week. So big damage coming from the blue team. I really feel that they're going to be able to pull this off again. Shifu does actually miss his javelin toss then and waste his conjure ability. We see that's going on, and this is the problem right here with where they're kind of split. You know, Croak's able to actually leap over him, and Jade and Asuka are just dealing it out in a 2v or 1v1 situation. And there's just not really enough teamwork coming in. They have pushed him off the mid lane. The blue team picked it up once again, which I just can't stress how huge it is. When we were watching the EU tournament, pretty much everyone who picked up that the middle orb was able to actually go end up and win the duel. Jade is putting some nice damage onto her teammate, but wasting all 4 shots onto an immortal Shifu then. And once again, that's the second time we've seen now in this game that she's wasted her ultimate. I think it's really going to cost her. As Croak and her are left on the outside looking like what to do. He has used both of these, using his camouflage, a nice stun onto Shifu, but again Jade just isn't there to follow up. He uses his conjure ability, dodging out her big range stun. She does get a nice silence, but the Asuka is actually really poking him down right now, and I think this is going to be GG. Shifyu has picked his ultimate up, and Kroger's going to drop down quite easily there, leaving Jade in a 2v1 situation. I can't see the blue team losing this one right now, and a really nice conjure ability. This is what I was talking about earlier with the counter abilities, as he's actually able to counter. He counters that big long range stun, which does massive damage. So if she misses that, it now goes on the cooldown, and the fact that with his actual counter ability, he's then able to fling behind or teleport behind her, kabow, which is GG. Really nice played. So we're actually seeing her go for the stealth talents, which is quite interesting. She is going to pick up the additional stealth snipe damage at the end. I don't know if I really actually necessarily agree with that, but we'll see what happens. The red team are really struggling at the moment. Shifyu is going to be hovering on the outside. She has wasted a snipe, so this is going to be a good time for them to try to make something happen. Shifyu does miss his javelin toss there as Croak puts some damage down, but I really feel they want to be focusing the little fire furball down here. As you can see, the damage they put down, this is what we really want to be seeing from the red team. Can they follow up as mid's about to pounce up? This would be a great time for them to get their ultimates. They are in a bit of trouble at the moment, as Asuka's able to retreat to the bottom of the map, and the red team do actually secure the middle orb then, which is going to be huge for them, as they're going to be in theory should be getting their ultimate sooner, but we'll see how this plays out. Shifyu makes good use of his conjure. Croak is going in a little bit too hard, and Jade's just kind of waiting out the ice. It does get a nice stun and a bolt away. That was really nicely played. If she can chuck out a silence, which she has done, onto Shifyu, this might just be able to buy enough time, but as the friendly blue side, Asuka, oh, nice ultimate. Once again, it was originally kind of an okay-ish ultimate, but I think with only one round hit of that, you know, that's the third time we've seen the red side Jade waste her ultimate already. And it's going to leave her Croak in a 2v1, which I really don't see him being able to come back from this. With only 50% charge of his ultimate, it's going to be a hard one. We're 5 seconds away from sudden death. I don't think it's going to be able to get there with the blue team picking up the middle wall once again. Some nice damage coming onto Asuka, but I think he's only wasting time as he gets his leap away. He does have his vault, making double use of that to actually get back onto the fireball, but again leaping away. He's really a mobile champion, and something you've got to watch out for. I think something they played really nicely then was the Croak and Jade combo at the start. You know, they made some big damage and they actually dropped him down to 50% health, but from there I just never saw the follow-up, and I think that was the issue. And yeah, they had it there, and this is what I'm talking about, is with combos. For me personally, it's making those combos work together. You know, in a 2v2, you make one mistake, especially at like high elo play. I'm not sure what these guys are, but anyone decent is going to punish you for making that mistake. They went in, they make a nice play, but after that there was just no follow-up damage, and he's not, obviously there's no healer to heal him up, but he's there just poking you away, and they never got back onto him again. And it was a nice pickup, a nice 3-0 for the blue team now, which is GG. So we'll see what happens. We'll have a quick look and see how the rounds are actually working out. It depends, obviously, if the guys have updated them. It's basically down to the players on the site to actually update if they won or lost. The problem at the moment is I know what players are casting, but because I'm looking at teams, I don't know what players are in a team, so it's kind of hard to actually say who we just casted then. And I've completely forgot the names as well. So it looks like we're going to be moving on to round 3. We're basically just waiting for round 2. Okay, so we've got a couple minutes. You guys can chill out for a little bit, and we're going to jump into round 3 very shortly. Should be good. I think then we go into quarterfinals at one point. I think that's when we hit the semis. We go to a best of 3. So it's not just the rounds; it's actually the games. So if you win 3 rounds, you then go into another game. If you win those 3 rounds, that's GG. Yeah, nicely played. The blue team just dominated. That's good. Good for them, I guess. Nice. Yeah, we'll just wait for see what's going on. Yeah, hopefully if all things go well, we'll probably be doing another tournament. If you guys are going to be interested in seeing that next week. This one got signed up pretty quickly. It was good to see the property of that going, and just it was nice to see the community of Battlerite growing so quickly as well. obviously it probably was out in beta before. I never heard of it beforehand until I actually went into early access, and it kind of just sort of blew up. But for me, it's the perfect game. It has everything you actually want from a game, so it's nice to see. Sure. 2v2, you know, you generally just got, like, say, one friend. Even 3v3. I don't really like 3v3 as much. I prefer kind of 2v2. So I don't know. Everyone's got their own sort of personal preference, but I much prefer the 2v2. 3v3 is just kind of a bit of freaking mindfuck. It's like, who do you go for? Do you go for him, and then you just leave the other guy open? And I'm looking forward to actually seeing when they split up. The problem at the moment with the game being early access, the MMR's not split. The MMR's just really weird. Like, at the moment, I'm like 3,000 MMR, but for me to get any higher, I get like 5-6 points a win, and you probably get like, you lose about the same amount, so it's there and buts. But you know, trying to get up the ladder when you're only getting 6 points to win, and you need 1,000 points to get up to the next rank, it's crazy. And then when you play 3v3, you have the same level. It's just it's a bit of a head fuck, but we'll see what happens. So it looks like the rounds are updated. We're going to be seeing the Warlords take on two guys on an A, full Daniel H, League of what? That's the question. Has that actually been abbreviated for anything? Oh, League of Legends, but it's just one. All there. Battle left. We're not going to be battling right anymore, we're going to be battling left, which is quite interesting to see. I like it. So we actually, teams that win this will move on to the quarterfinals. During the EU tournament, I'm not really sure what happened. We like moved on to the quarterfinals, which I believe, and it turned out it was the semis, and it kind of went on to the finals. So this tournament's actually going a lot quicker than the EU. I don't know if that's just because everyone's kind of getting dicked at the moment. That one game we saw, like the 3-0, was over in like, I don't know, 4 minutes or something. So yeah, crazy stuff. See, I think we might be actually joining the game now by the looks of things, potentially. Waiting for someone to come in, we're just waiting for this beanhead, see if it comes through. Problem is, you don't know if this guy's like just really slow at like inviting me, or just the fact that the game itself was kind of bugging out. We were having some big issues with the 3v3 the other day. The last game was Battlerite. It was, yeah, nice. Well, it's kind of hard for me now. I can see the players playing, but I don't actually know what teams they are at the moment. It's something I try and work on actually understanding. Here we go. Sweet! Alright. Should invite me any second. I shall mute my music now. Let's get ready. Get on top of things. Next tournament as well for next week, if everything goes cool, I'll work on actually getting like a proper side whilst we're kind of in lobby and everything. Get some music sorted out. Cool. I'm just gonna grab a drink. I'll literally back in like or as soon as the game starts.
Yeah, alright, okay, yeah, Yeah, alright, okay, yeah, Yeah, alright, okay, yeah,
Oh, we got some fans for the team, huh? Alrighty then. Little cheerleaders, I like it. So, we are going to see in...
Alright. Okay. Okay.
We're
Yeah.
going to see in Rook once again, and Croak. I'm pretty sure we actually saw this combo early, which was deadly. It's going to be coming up against Lucy and Shifu, so we'll see how this actually works out. I've seen some nice... we are playing with the in the EU tournament earlier today, and the Shifu and Lucy was actually the comp that won it. It was being played by the #1 on EU, so he was pretty good, the Shifu player, but it was a nice combo and it worked really well, so we'll see how this actually comes out. I'm a big fan of Rook, so we'll see what he can actually pull out for us in this game. Rook the man.
Yeah.
All hail Rook.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
He's going to be looking for a deadly stun. Not really making too much use out of his boulder toss at the moment. I really like to see his boulder toss. Actually, the graphics been changed to the weapons he's using. So at the moment, if it was ham or something, would be pretty cool, or just the fish would be great. So we're going to see Croak coming in. He has popped his camouflage, allowing them to get a big stun and armor break on the Lucian. And this is what we want to see, and this is why I really rate Rook. It was a really nice combo by Croak and Rook there, getting a big armor break. The thing is, they need to be following this damage in. Alright, fair enough, they've done her and they've chunked her down 50% health, but if they don't follow this up, she's going to be able to heal up, and it's going to cause them some big issues, but it looks like they're playing this quite nicely. A great stun coming in by Rook there. Really nice, but then they're kind of focused on the Shifu, which isn't actually too bad now as they are split, but they're going to have to be a bit careful they don't play this too long, as the red team actually did secure the orb right there. Shifu does pop his ultimate, but it doesn't look like it's going to cause too many issues. They are both running low, but we want to keep in mind Shifu does actually have great counter potential, so we'll see how this comes out. He is split from Lucy. Let's see, are they going to focus down her as they're kind of put on the side? They might actually just decide to go for the middle orb here. Croak is kind of split from Rook at the moment, but putting some nice damage down. Rook does secure the middle orb, which is going to allow them to get their ultimates a little bit sooner here. But he is in a bit of trouble. If Shifu can pick up one of them, I feel that they could actually turn a 2v1 situation, but he's unable to. And the red team actually going to come out prevail here. I feel the red team were looking really nice, so GG to them. And Lucy is really going to do too much here. She can try. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. Oh, Rook does actually miss his charge. She does get a nice panic. The delay. What's coming out? We're going to make the big plays. We haven't seen too many big plays at the moment. We've seen some nice matches, but we haven't seen the big play. I haven't seen like the massive 2v1 which has turned everyone around, so I'm waiting on it. GG, really nice. So, moving on, we're going to be coming into round 2 now. It was a nice play by the red team. They should be happy with how that come out. We'll see how the blue team actually do answer this, but they really got their asses handed to them there, to be honest. Losing out in the middle orb once again, which I just feel is so vital. We'll see what happens. There's certainly counterplay potential here. Shifu's conjure ability could be really nice, but I feel the blue team are going to struggle a little bit. If Rook can get a nice charge onto their Lucy, which he's looking for now, he does actually miss it, but they're going to be able to line up something here. Because he's missed that, he has got his armor break, and he is going to waste it on the Shifu. I feel he wasted that then because he's not actually to follow up the damage, and Croak on the top side is not actually making good use of this. I feel Rook's armor pen, like the armor shred he can do, is huge, but because he was too busy, they were split, they just haven't actually comboed this, and the blue team are coming out quite nicely, and this is where I talk about the sustain. The blue team are kind of sustaining through the damage. Rook's on the half health, he's a little bit scared to actually make something happen here. But a nice catch on the Shifu, but he does use his conjure ability to actually avoid some of the incoming damage and pick up nice impale onto Rook here. Will they be able to secure the middle orb? And they do. Really nice. Their ultimate's going to be coming up any second now. A nice counter coming in by Rook, but he's unable to really follow up the berserk damage. So it does look like GG, they pick up Lucy once again. The bracketing, bear with me, I will link it to you in 1 second. Wow, GG, Shifu coming out of nowhere. I was too busy thinking about the bracketing, and he's actually turned this really around. Croak does not get off a nice venom bin, but it's not going to be enough damage to actually pick him off here as he's able to get both green orbs. I really feel Shifu's actually going to take this round and get a point for the blue team here. We are in sudden death with the orb about 6 seconds away. We'll see how this goes down. Well, Croak trying to end it with invisibility. I think even if he does get a stun off, he's still going to get his ass handed to him here in this situation now. Nice. Good pick up. He's got his ultimate ready. really don't see Croak being able to pick up anything here. He's in trouble. And misses his stun ability. I think that's going to be GG. Nice ultimate. Just misses javelin top. I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue. GG, I will send you the bracket link right now. If you don't actually have an account, I will show the bracket link. I will show the brackets after the match, but if you don't have, or you need to make an account basically. If you don't have an account, you can't view it. But GG, really nice play by the blue team. They turned that around. I thought they were going to be in, I thought they were struggling there. This is the problem I was talking about. Like, I really feel like Rook and Croak, we saw a deadly combo from them early on. I think Rook's deadly. He can land his stun. I'm not sure what talent he's actually taking at level 1 here, but nonetheless, if he can land a stun on his primary target and then it's actually followed up by Croak, and then use his counter ability to build up his armor break ASAP, he chucks that down, Croak goes in on them, they're going to freaking easily choke Lucy down to 40% health. As you can see, they're currently doing Shifu, but it's just not the ideal target. And we're seeing split focus at the moment, and that's the biggest issue. They do actually, the blue team pick up the middle orb, and I feel the blue team might be able to switch this around. The longer the game goes on, they're just going to, if the blue team plays right, they're just going to be out-sustained, and Shifu just puts some big damage down, and the red team just aren't making good use of this. There's twice that Rook's armor break Shifu, but where is the follow-up from Croak? Kind of really lacking some communication here, and he gets a really nice ultimate off. Does actually get knocked to Croak, causing him some damage. I don't know if that was the best ability to do ever, but we'll see how it goes. Does waste his conjure ability. This is Croak's chance, but he's not actually going to make anything happen here. As Rook is spit on the box side, does get a nice. That's going to be GG by the looks of things. Nicely done. And it looks like the blue team are really turning this around. After the first round, the red team were looking quite demanding, but GG. Can't use sorry, I will actually, after this match, we'll look at the brackets. I will go over the brackets so we can look at them together. I don't feel Croak's actually going to really achieve anything here. He's just kind of wasting time. You never know, but we're probably about an 80% charge away from his ultimate and only 10% health. It's going to be hard for him to make anything happen here. GG, well played by the blue team. So, moving in, this is going to be the last round. If blue team secure this, they will move on to round 4, which is going to be our quarterfinals for today. Semi-finals. I'm actually... The NA games have gone so quick, I think this is actually on for the semi-finals if they win this. Yeah, semi-finals. Damn, the games are going quick. Let's see, I feel the red team could actually pull this off. They've just got to time it right, they've just got to get the right combo here, make sure that their communication is on spot, but again, they're just wasting their time really, I feel, attacking Shifu at the bottom, because he can just counter them with his conjure ability, and he's just absolutely wrecking Rookie. And what is Croak doing at the moment? Croak has achieved nothing there. I think he was watching Rookie, he wasn't sure if he wanted to go in or not, and because of that, it's caused them to lose a lot of health. They do pick up the middle orb, but losing a big chunk like that, and especially with a Lucy, which is going to be able to heal the enemy Shifu, I think they're going to really struggle here. Just get a nice armor break, but again, they're just not really following up on their abilities, and I think this is what's causing them the issue. When you have an ability like armor break, you know, you want to be coming out on the right target. You know, fair enough, you want to pick up the tank, that's okay, but make sure that you're both actually attacking the tank when you do so. As you can see here, that the blue team easily are going to pick up a nice 3v1. Rook's only going to be able to leap around for so long before he gets picked off here. I do think the red team could have made something more happen here, but they just didn't combo their moves well enough, in my opinion, to pick up victory. Croak does pick up the orb, but GG, a nice whirlwind, and that's going to move them into the semi-finals, I believe here. GG.
You've got much.
I will have a quick look at the brackets. Again, the brackets are dependent on how quickly the players playing right now are actually filling them out, but we'll have a quick look. So yeah, nicely played by blue team there. So bracket-wise, okay, here's our brackets for this tournament at the moment. A quick refresh. what's going on. Alright, hopefully they will update it. The problem is we're waiting on for the team to actually fill them in, so we'll see what happens. Hope you fill them in. And we're just going to be waiting on news to what game we're going to be casting next. I'm just going to see what happens. The NA games are being really quick at the moment. Really quick. Really quick. Crazy. This tournament is going down. Like, it took us about like 2 hours pretty much to get through the EU tournament, but this is going down quickly. So here we go. So we're going to be moving on to the semi-finals right now. I'm not sure what game we're actually going to be casting. I'll wait to see what happens right now. So we're going to see the Warlords coming up against Full Annuel and iframe against Do We Need. Going into the semi-finals, I believe the semi-finals are going to work out. There's the best of 3, so obviously we have the rounds, don't get confused. So we have the team wins 3 rounds, and then we move into a next game, and if the team that won the previous 3 rounds, they win that, they win. And likewise, the enemy team win, then we go into another round. Should make things a little bit more interesting. Hopefully the matchups are quite balanced now. Moving into it. I'm just going to wait on to, just going to wait. Here we go. He's here. Sweet! Wait for our invite and we shall get involved. Coming into the semi-finals, ladies and gentlemen. Big stuff, big hype. Any second now. The waiting game. Here we go. Here we go. Boom da da boom da da boom. I'll pause my music now, and we shall be jumping into game any second now. Big hype. Let's see. Hopefully, we might see something we haven't actually pulled out this game. Who are we missing? We still haven't actually seen anyone pick out either since I've been casting all of today. We've been casting since 7 PM for the EU tournament. I haven't seen anyone pick out either. I think that's it. I didn't see much Paloma, but both games I think she was played in, she kind of just got absolutely wrecked. I don't think that was actually necessarily down to her. I think every champion at the moment is pretty well balanced. You're going to have a few champions that are a little bit stronger than others in situations, but I think they're doing a good job of balancing, and I'm looking forward to seeing the new 2 champions that come out at the end of the month, and potentially capture the flag mode would be really cool if that does actually come out. Alright, we're in. Let's see what's going to happen then. Croak again. Croak is being a popular pick at the moment. Some nice Croak play. You can't. Oh, actually, he's going to see Paloma. How about that? Jinx myself. So again, this is a best of 3. So the team that wins this game, you have to play it again to secure their place into the finals. See how this goes down. Still see Croak. This is the first time I've actually seen Cyrus in the NA tournament. Obviously, we're not watching every game that's being played at the moment, but it's the first time we're going to see him picked up in NA, so see how that goes. I think he's a really strong support. The weak ability that he can throw out or can combo if he gets his the right amount of stacks on his auto attack can be really deadly. Yeah, he's going for it. He's going for it. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen, into the semi-finals of our NA tournament. It's going to be a best of 3.
Hey, friend.
This is the first game.
It is a fine hour.
Going to see Paloma and Shifu coming up against Croak and Cyrus, which is quite interesting. 2 healers. It's interesting to see when you have the 2 healers, because when you have the 1 healer and damage, say versus 2 damage, it makes a whole kind of different game. So with them both going healers, we'll see how long this actually game goes out. Will we enter sudden death or will we not? So once again, Croak is going to be hovering on the outside as you want to do, looking to try and get the most out of his visibility. The stun that can come out of it is deadly. And actually, he is going to pop it onto Paloma here and get some nice damage. Mid orb has come up. I really feel securing mid orb early game or any point during the game can be deadly, and the red team do pick it up here, which is going to be nice. See the 2 teams splitting as the heals come flying out at the moment. notes, mid-orb is about 5 seconds away from spawning once again. We're coming up to about 120 in the match. Ultimate is already ready, and that is the difference right there. Even though the blue team actually did not pick up the orb, they are able to actually put enough damage and build up enough energy to get his ultimate already, which has caused some serious damage now. And when the healers run away like this, it just isn't going to be looking good for your team. And I feel the blue team should be able to easily pick this up. The red team are in retreat. Mid-orb is about to spawn, so potentially they could pick that up if they're lucky. You can see Croak going in, making some nice double stuns, but I really don't feel anything's going to come out of this. A nice test state by Shifu. And Croak misses his ultimate. I mean, that's GG. Once you line up there, even if you did line it up and landed that, I don't think you'd have been doing enough damage to make anything happen here. Also, Shifu can really counter with his spacebar ability. If you time it right, you can avoid the dot damage, but it was GG. He did miss it. Kind of panicked. I see where he was going with it. You know, he was in a situation that he wanted to. And again, that is the second ultimate we have actually seen missed by Croak. And with the way it's going, I really feel Croak had actually landed one of his ultimates. We probably would see the red team winning this duel, but Croak actually turned this around. He's going to have his double leak coming up in a second. We'll see what he makes out of this. Picking up the green orbs on the bottom side of the map, I don't think it's going to be enough because he starts attacking the middle orb, and that is going to be GG. So yeah, Croak missing 2 ultimates then was absolutely huge, so GG.
A gracious winner does not win.
I think he had a high, or I'm not actually sure what the overall percentage of the tournament was. He was in quite a few of the games that I actually casted on, but I don't actually have a percentage for you, buddy. So see what the red team here, they did actually start putting it back towards the end, but I think it was a bit of a miscommunication by the blue side. But for sure, Croak and Cyrus can really put some damage down. He does go in, but Cyrus is still riding around on his horse. I really feel that he has to be the initiator. With his fully charged auto B, he can get that weakened damage, which is huge when you hit on a target, especially with Croak following up. If he lands it with a stun, it could be a deadly combo, but at the moment they're just not making it happen. They're split. You see Croak's on the bottom side actually did for 5 seconds there, he's putting no damage down, and which has really caused some issues for them. And the blue team look to take some command here. The mid-orbit is going to be up. We'll see he decides to pull back. Does pop his ultimate a little bit early, not making too much, but does make enough to put some reasonable damage down as he's using his dash ability. Combo with his jab, and I think this is going to be a blue team victory once again by the looks of things. He's gone. He's disappeared. I don't know where Sirius has gone. Making some big jukes. He's even juked me out right here. On the bottom side, I do not know how he got onto the bottom side right there. So I don't think it's going to be enough. The problem here is really the red team are split. They're just not comboing their abilities very well. I feel if they're going to go for it, you know, he wants to get in there and get that weakened ability. It's huge damage, especially with Croak, because he can put some big damage down, but they're just not making it happen. And it looks like it's going to be 2-0 to the blue team. He does have his ult up, and he does line a double strike on his Venom here, but I don't think it's actually going to be enough for them both over 50% health. Venom just healing them up really nicely. About to enter sudden death, but I don't think it's going to matter. GG. Yeah, I'll have a word with them. The problem is that I'm only casting, like, out of every round I cast like 1 game. Maybe in round 1 I might cast 2 games, so it's kind of hard for me, or I don't really know what's actually going on with everything, because there's 32 teams, so like the first round, I don't know how many teams, like, it was talking like, what, 12 teams or something playing? Or 16 teams playing, yeah, of course, 16. But I will have a word with the devs, the play tourney, the ones who are making this, so I'll have a word with them and see, you know, literally it's a new website for them, so any suggestions you guys would like to see on the website, I'll have a word with them and see what they can actually do about it. But yeah, it would certainly be interesting to see the champions play. I've seen a lot of Croak at the moment. Croak's been a popular pick. It'd be nice to know the actual win percentage. Like, every game I've watched Paloma in, she's actually absolutely getting wrecked as she is in this situation here. Oh no, she's not even. She's winning this situation. Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. I think the red team could be winning this, but they're just kind of playing it bad, you know. What's really Shifu's doing at the top side, he's kind of healing himself, whilst Croak really needs his hand right now. I'm sure he got panicked away, but he could have come back a bit sooner. I'm not sure. You'd imagine they're kind of on some chat service like Discord or something, but the communication really seems to be lacking at the moment. As Cyrus has started attacking Shifu then really when he was incapacitated. So Paloma's an easy target, but instead he decides to break him out of it and start working on him. Yeah, it's just kind of really all over the place, and it's just causing them big issues. We're still going to have another round to play here, so potentially the red team might be able to pull them out. They might give some different strategies and see what happens, but miscommunication I think is a big thing, and it's a big thing in game, you know, like it's one thing obviously when you're playing with your friends, and you know, I play with my friends. I feel, you know, reasonably good, but we don't talk enough, and it's a big thing. You know, having that communication between each other is huge. Like, say, for example, he uses Petrify, but you know, you don't realise he's going to use his Petrify, so you attack that target, you break the Petrify. You know, it's all just kind of wasted. So communication is a big thing. Obviously, it's a lot harder when you're playing with randomers. Ping system will be pretty cool, but yeah, it's one of those things. Communication is key in these duels. I just don't really think it's happening for the red team at the moment. Blue team pick up a nice free, or potentially we're going to see some big play coming out of Croak right here. I'd love to see it, but with about 90% charge before his ultimate, I really don't think that's going to happen.
Foolish.
GG. So we are going to go into another round. This is a best of 3, so we're actually going to get to see the same teams playing again. Potentially they may decide to actually mix up the champions. We'll see what happens. Yeah, well played by the blue team, but I just think, I feel there was just a lot of miscommunication. GG! So we shall wait for the second invite. After this, we will actually be moving it into the finals of the NA tournament. Exciting stuff. Also, if you guys want to register for next week, I don't know if you can actually register, but you can sign up to the website, which would be worthwhile doing. I know the guys will be posting on Reddit with the situation, what will be happening next week. It's probably going to be a regular occurrence on Fridays. We'll have the EU and NA tournament, so you can sign up there, which is pretty cool. Yeah, we're just going to wait. We should get invited in at some point. Here we go. There we go. I don't know who actually. Let's see if he sends an invite again. Probably the game is a little bit buggy at the moment. You have to deal with it. As I say, early access. We should send another invite out, bruh. You need the big man there, bro. You need me chanting you on. I haven't seen any rage quits. The one rage quit earlier today was quite lost. Did come back and put it back in the little round, but yeah. See what happens. I don't know who actually just invited me, so I can't message him. It was NBO actually. See what happens. Good old Battlerite. I shall restart quickly, as it seems like my game is actually bugging out at the moment. As per usual. Yeah, well, something they're working on. I pass any feedback that you guys actually have for them, and let them know what you guys feel, and hopefully you can improve it on for next week. Hopefully we should be able to jump in this time, fingers crossed. See what happens. Sweet, there we go. So, we'll have a quick look at the back. I'm not sure if this is actually the final or not. I'm actually confused. So, we'll have a... Can't update. I feel we're actually in the finals right now. Pretty sure this is the final. We lost track. Not sure the team name, but it looks like we're actually good to go. So we'll see how this goes down. Again, it's going to be a best of 3 again. The other team did actually kind of dominate, so we didn't actually get into a next round. But hopefully we'll get something out of this game. You can see Rook with the fish. That's what I'm talking about, Mr. Fishman, and a pearl. Actually, it's the, I'm not sure we actually saw pearl. I feel we did. Still saying, okay, so at least you know what's going on, boss. I'm lost, I'm lost. At least you know what's going on. Happy days. What too much Sambuca does to you. Okay, sweet. So it's going to be a best of 3 again. We're going to see Pearl and Rook coming against the Paloma and Cirrus, Shifu even. I haven't just seen too much there. I think we actually watched one game where Paloma did win, but it wasn't very convincingly. I think she's a really strong champion, but we haven't actually seen great use of her actually during this tournament or even the EU side. But Rook's been put to great use, and it's a shame we haven't seen too much of him. So we'll see what he makes happen here as he's waddling around with his big fish here. And this is what I kind of like. Once you actually start getting the higher end games, it's sort of a mind game. It's like, is he going to use his charge ability? Should I counter now? If you counter too soon, then you kind of just screw yourself over. As you kind of see him actually kind of waste his counter ability a little bit. He gets a few hits off of it, but doesn't make full use of it, and it just becomes a big mind game. Do you use it now, or do you use your armor break now? And that's what makes the game so great, especially in a 2v2 situation where it's so quick pace. He does make a nice charge into there, but his Pearl isn't actually able to follow up with the damage at the moment. Mid orb's going to be coming up, so we'll see what can happen. Shifu is really good at securing this orb as he has so much damage coming out of his right mouse button. As he does secure it up, really nice. Very nice. I will remove Fog of War as well. Really annoying to say. Wow, Rook always getting his ultimate already. He doesn't make too much use out of it, but the red side are looking pretty good as they're deciding to focus down Shifu instead of going for the support here. And it is working for them as Pearl gets a nice ultimate onto the enemy Paloma, leaving Shifu alone. He does start making some good use out of his ultimate, but I don't think it's going to be enough as Rook does slightly miss out on his charge. Blue team once again picking up the orb. That could be the difference here as Pearl's in a bit of trouble. The Shifu makes good use of his conjure ability, making him work on the top side, but once again a really nice charge in by Rook. Both stand up. We're going to be able to see him rotate back to the bottom side and pick up the orbs here. It's going to be coming down close to the wire here. It's really going to be interesting to see how Rook plays this right now. I feel the blue team are kind of looking a little bit stronger if they can play this right here. Pearl is in big trouble. She does get a nice silence, but again, Rook kind of not making great use of that, making great use of his counter ability right there. Shifu does pick up both green orbs. Pearl has picked her up her ultimate, and it does catch Shifu here. Unfortunately, I don't know if that was intended by Rook. He does pick up the middle orb, but unfortunately he does actually miss his charge onto Shifu. As the armor breaks him and it looks, I think this is going to be GG for the blue team here. Close battle. That was very close. I think that was actually one of the closest games, or closest battles we've seen yet. Unfortunately, a few missed counter abilities is what cost in the end. I don't think Rook actually got the greatest ultimate off when he did pop it. He got it really soon considering the blue team, as far as I'm aware, did actually pick up middle then, so GG. See what we can make happen here then. This actually, I think this is what it's looking like. It's a close battle at the moment. I feel the teams are really well matched, and it should be interesting to see how this actually plays out as Rook's waiting on the outside of the map, trying to look for that big combo here. The thing that I find with freaking Paloma so annoying is just the fact she can go invisible, she then can use a clone to jump over the side of the map, and it's just a freaking ball ache to chase her. You want to be focusing down support, but she's just so hard to chase. The blue team did secure that here, but the red team once again are really kind of focusing on Shifu, which is kind of working well in some senses. Paloma's not able to connect to him and actually heat him up, but they're just not putting enough damage down on him, and again split focus. Nice armor break, but she's not the follow up there. She is dropped on a 50% health. We'll see what happens. They really need to pick up this orb here. Pearl does waste her Jaws ultimate. And once again, Rook missing on those charges. Sure, he gets involved in the gameplay here, but missing that charge is deadly. Landing that stun would have been probably the cause of his armor break, and we could have really seen someone happen. But I feel the red team might be able to turn this around. But Shifu with a great ultimate. Rook is coming in, and Shifu with a great play with his spacebar ability then to actually dodge the incoming damage, and that could be the difference right here. See what Pearl can make up, but she does have a good amount of HP, and she's able to easily pick up Shifu, and I really don't feel Paloma's going to make anything happen here. Once again, even though I don't think it's going to cause any effect, but Rook has missed his charge ability. I'm not sure what talents he's actually taken here, but it's not going to cause him too many issues, but it's something they're going to have to look at going into the next round as he's Missed a few of those and it can really cause some issues. Sudden death is kicking in. It's certainly going to be a matter of time before the red team pick up. GG. Really nice play Pearl. Very nice. GG. So that's going to take us to 1 apiece. A really interesting game. I think this is the closest game we've actually seen of the night. Both teams have really banned it out quite nicely. So, Rook's actually going for like a boulder toss build here, which is crazy. And he's actually taking the frenzy build, so that means if he's missing that actual his rush, which is spacebar ability, by missing that he's wasting that whole talent there. That talent basically pops his counter ability, doesn't get the counter but he gets the frenzy, which can pretty much instantly charge up his right mouse button, allowing for that armor break, which is huge. And again, champions which can shred armor are massive, but as you see here, he hasn't even used his spacebar ability and he's already under 20% health. I don't feel Pearl's going to be able to heal through this. They're at least going to lose mid because of this, I'd be amazed. Oh, red team, wow, big boulder toss. That is actually going to secure up. You might see what's going to happen here. If you can pick up the 2 green orbs on the top hand side, might be able to secure enough time for Pearl to heal him up, but I think they're in trouble here. I still haven't seen him actually use a charge ability, and it's causing some issues, especially taking that level 1 talent. Once again missing his charge, and I can't stress enough the fact that he's taken that level 1 ability, which purely works around him landing that charge, and I feel that he's actually missed every charge, or not really actually even made good enough, or just not made good enough use of it, and it's going to leave Pearl on a 2v1, which I really see no outcome than the blue team picking this up. You can only delay, my friend. Tries to juke around. Let's cancel on his ultimate. GG. It's going to take us to 2-1.
Yeah. Alright.
Do remember, after this, even if the blue team do pick up the next round, we do still have another game to go. So this is a best of 3. Close stuff. I feel the red team can certainly pull this around. It just depends if they can combo it well. I really feel that armor break is huge, but they're just not making enough use out of it. He's charging it up, but you know he's just not having the follow up. Rook can put a bit of damage down, but if you have your ally with you, even though with being a Pearl who's a support champion who doesn't necessarily throw out as much damage as say an Asuka, you know you can still make a nice combo out of it. So we'll see what happens this round. And he needs to land that charge. We haven't seen one charge land in this game, as he is in a bit of trouble. Sprit from Pearl, he's going to be taking some big hits here. Does get a charge onto Shifu, but it's not really his prime target here. We're going to see him mid come up in about 5 seconds here. And Rook is really running low here, and I think the red team are in problems. The blue team once again pick up that middle orb, and I can't explain the difference. You can see Shifu already getting his ultimate. He does get knocked away, but he still puts a good amount of damage onto Pearl with that spin. And I think this is going to be a 3-0 victory quite easily here. He's charging up, can he get a nice armor break? But again, it's just not onto the right target, as they're not breaking. The problem with Paloma, you really need, if you're going to focus the tank, or you're going to focus the damage, whatever you're going to do, you're going to make sure that the chain between her and her target is split. You know, she's off on the outside, okay, target them, but she's just there with her chain fricking on him, and she's just getting big heals and causing them big issues. So we'll see what happens. It looks like it's going to go to the next game. So we do have one more game if the blue team do win this. They do. Easy enough. So I really feel red team kind of need to evaluate their strategy. Rook missed too many charges there. You know, I'm a big fan of Rook, and he can be deadly, but you know, you miss those charges like he did, and especially taking that level 1 ability, it's going to cost you, and that was what happened. Even when he kind of got in and got his armor break, Pearl just wasn't there to kind of follow it up. So we'll see what happens. You know, potentially what you could do is you go Rook with some damage, but at that point, you know, you're all in. You know, there's so many potential options with this game, especially in 2v2 or even 3v. You know, there is so many options available, but I just feel they didn't really. Or I don't know if there was a strategy there, but it wasn't executed very well. There was just too many missed abilities, and you miss that charge. Just one charge, him charging in there, he misses that. One, he doesn't get his talent he's taken. He doesn't get that additional, you know, the 2 hits, which is going to proc his armor pen, which will be deadly. And also, because he's charged in there like that, he's just taken all the initial damage. So yeah, I think he just too many missed charges in by that. Sorry about the music as well during the game. That was my. You should. Someone should prompt me about that. That's my bad. The music shouldn't be on during the game. I apologise about that. I will be uploading the tournament onto my YouTube channel tomorrow. YouTube Mr. Big Rush 666. Try and find the best games and go through some of the games and like highlight them if you guys are interested in that. But I'll upload the whole thing and maybe get some top 5 plays. You know, we haven't seen too many like real big plays. We've seen some nice kind of clips, but nothing too big. Yeah, that's the thing I love with this game. It's just you can make so many cool plays, and the replay system is sick. If any of you guys watching right now do have a replay, you know, you have a sick clip, you can message me on my YouTube. So basically, I don't know if you guys know how to actually take your clips. Make sure you go to Battlerite, post your clip on Battlerite, just highlight what you want to actually post, and I can go onto your channel, have a look at the clip, and if I enjoy it, I will post it in my next top 5 plays video. That's my last one. Just drop me a comment on there if you have a clip you want me to view. I will check it out. Just make sure to post it on Battlerite on your account, and yeah. Just double check. So. Double check what's going on. Not sure if that was it. I'm a bit confused. A little bit too much Sambuca. Goes to my head. Deadly stuff. Hello. Oh, hello. Hello, friend. Hello. Hey. What nice guys. Alright, we missing someone? Maybe we're actually missing someone at the moment. See what happens. So I will double check. We'll quickly have a look at the brackets. I don't know if the brackets are actually updated from where we were. I'm kind of confused. I thought we were actually going into the something else, but we're not. You guys know more than what I do, which is good. At least you're following it. Waiting for someone else. This is 2-1. Big plays coming out. Big plays. We'll have a quick look at the rounds. What's going on then? Should have updated. So it looks like well, they won. I'm pretty sure there was a second round. Oh shit! So we don't do the second round. I'm so confused. We're in the final anyway. Whatever's happened. So this is the final. So the final is going to be. Let's have a quick. So the final is between Full Daniel WHA, which is a bit of a weird name. I've seen some weird names today, some funny names, like some I don't know, just out there weird kind of, you know, whatever. Which I'm all game for, but I really don't. I don't know. I'm terrible with reading stuff, but yeah, I don't really get where that's going. And iframe, I've seen some. Let's have it with some funny. So there's not really too many. EU had it down. They had some freaking lol names. Yeah, there's some lol names. I'm terrible. I'm like the absolutely worst person for coming up with names like in like games. Like obviously when you join a game, like if you join at the start, you can kind of get the name you want. I always go for Mr. Big Rush, which is sound, but like on say WoW, I don't know. I probably started playing WoW about 2 years ago. Played it for a little bit and whatever. But everyone's taken a name upon a name upon a name, so I come up with my name was basically like it's literally something like Bob the Evil Wizard. That's my name. I just can't come up. Can't come up with anything cool. That was literally what it was. Bob the Evil Wizard. Standard. Big man in the game. So we're just waiting. He's up. It's on me. Cool. So it looks like we're going to be jumping into this one very shortly. Final hype. I'm literally going to get a drink and I will be back for the game. Bear with me. I'll be literally a minute.
Yeah, alright.
Okay, so we are here then. Big hype for the final. Here we're coming in. So we're going to see Lucy and Shifu coming in, which has been a combo I've seen. It was actually the combo that was used in the last final for the EU. This is a best of 3, so don't get confused. The team that wins the first 3 rounds here will go into the next game and we'll see how that plays out. Big damage coming in by the blue team here as they kind of split at the moment. The red team do pick up the orb, which is very nice here. Kind of a mixed match. We do actually see 2 Shifu. Nothing better than seeing the same champion twice. When you all kind of do your ability at the same time, you're just like, lol. But yeah, something which I'm going to be interested to see when the game starts progressing and we can actually see like draft mode or something where we don't actually have the same champion twice. There's nothing worse, but at the moment it's all good. The blue team, I think the red team actually able to sneak that up, but the blue team are looking really in a strong position here. Shifu is kind of chasing in with a deadly jab and toss, and the deadly infection coming out from Lucy, and I think that's going to be GG.
Alright.
The enemy Shifu, the red side, does actually pop his conjure ability, but not to make anything of it. So, GG.
Just so amazingly awesome at this.
Really nice time. So, coming in our final, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be moving into the second round now. Blue team looking quite commanding, but let's not count the red team just yet. If they do lose this, they do have the chance to go into a second game and potentially change up the champions and see what happens. For sure, I think Shifu is looking like a deadly champion. The damage he can put out, and also with his shift ability, depending on how the Shifu decides to play it, with the heals he can put out, is really nice. He has his conjure ability to actually reflect and come in projectiles, which he does actually mess up there, which is going to cause him some big issues there on the red side of Paloma. I don't know where she actually is. Big damage coming in from the blue side there. I'm not actually sure what happened. They both actually split, and the blue team absolutely wrecked him down, and this is what I'm talking about, is that miscommunication. I guess the Shifu thought they were going in potentially for the Lucy, I don't know. Paloma's on the bottom side of the map. I'm not actually 100% sure if she got panicked there, but the damage that came in was GG. He missed his conjure ability, and missing that, you miss that one ability, and that's what I'm saying, with any champion at a high level, he misses his conjure ability, and he's kind of just like, hi. GG. Really nice. So, well played by the blue team. They are kind of stomping this at the moment. Really nice play by the blue team. We'll see what happens into our round 3. Again, if the blue team do actually take this round 3 in our final today, they will move on to another round which potentially could be come back from the red team. It'd be interesting if they decide to switch up their tactics here, with the Lucy and Shifu really not working out. They're going to be a bit split focus here. Lucy getting some nice panic in, but once again, Paloma send them into the shadow realms, and this is what I'm talking about, is something you want to be watching about, especially at lower MMR, is to making sure that you're charging up your abilities. Like here, once again, he's charging up all 3 strikes, and by doing so, he's just causing massive damage onto him. So he gets a nice damage, but a very nice knockback by the Lucy there. Again with a nice jam and toss. I'm not sure what's actually happened on the bot side of the map. Oh, we do actually see the enemy Shifu picking up the Paloma, and this is going to be a bit interesting here, as the red team going to be in big trouble here. Again, they kind of split, and this is what I talk about with mirror matchups. It's never kind of great fun, but we're going to take it to 3-0, so we're going to be seeing another round. So basically, blue team are 1-0 up right now. They take the next game. It will be GG, and they will be our NA champions. So yeah, if it all goes well, I'm happy to be casting. If you guys are happy with me casting, this is my first time actually casting any Battlerite, like a tournament. If you guys are happy, we'll work on it and start going on into next week's and improving what we kind of have here. I've already got some improvements from you guys, what you'd like to see. Hopefully, maybe we can speak to the devs and get maybe some mounts. I know that the devs actually sent me 5 mounts, which was really cool. They sent me 5 of the Warhound mounts because of my top 5 play series I was doing. But unfortunately, I feel with the mounts at the moment, they've kind of been sort of taken advantage of. They've just not done the purpose. The purpose was it was meant to draw people in, and which was cool and everything. But there's a lot of people kind of taking advantage of it and charging money for it, and even charging money. Or you see a lot of them. I've seen quite a few posts on Reddit where people have actually paid money for them, and I feel kind of why, and they've been ripped off. So it's a bit of a shame, because it'd be a nice sort of thing to kind of give away with the mounts, but it's just not really. You have the good, but a lot of people, there's kind of a bit of a bad out of it, which is a bit of a shame to see, really. It would be, I don't know, it's a shame. Unfortunately, I gave all my 5 mounts away. I literally gave them away on YouTube and Twitch over last week, and it was cool. It was really super cool that they gave them to me, and I got one for myself, which was awesome. But I just feel that there's too much bad coming out of the whole mount situation. You just see everyone kind of begging for them, and yeah, it's just, I don't know. I don't know if they'll carry on giving them out. Hopefully they will, but it's just not really had the effect I feel maybe they wanted out of it. So I'm not sure actually what we're currently waiting for on the moment. So we are currently 1-0 up to the blue team. See if we're going to kind of get the same team. We might have actually a bit of a mix-up. I'm hoping Shifu kind of gets dropped. We're going to probably see double Shifu again. I was hoping, yeah, they're both locked in. I was hoping we might actually see Shifu dropped here, but it doesn't look like it's going to be the way. What is our final champion? This looks like Lucy, potentially. It is going to be Lucy. I can't wait to see what champions they actually drop in the sort of next coming weeks. I believe they're going to be dropping 2 champions by October, at the end of October, which should be super cool. I never actually played the previous game, Battle Champions, Battlerite, whatever it was. But it seems like the community already has really kind of gone over what that was from what I could see, which is nice, really nice. And hopefully big things come of this game. Damn, that's some game. I think that's more games. I thought I put some game time in this. That's some games right there. Damn, that is really nice. I put that many games in here. I'm hoping they do some. Or I know they have actually mentioned they're going to be changing the award system. The thing is, I find a good champion I really enjoy, say like Baku, but once I get into kind of like level 10, I'm just like, wow, I just can't be able to play him again. So coming in, this is going to be if the blue team. I think it's the blue team. I kind of confused it. I think it was the blue team. The blue team picked this up. They are going to be our champions for NA for this week. Be interested to see what happens coming on to next week if they can keep it up. But we might not speak too soon. There could be a big turnaround here. But the red team are taking a serious pounding as the enemy Shifu is already under 20% health. Paloma's just not able to follow it up. This is one thing you have to kind of watch out for Paloma. She needs to be keeping up those links for you, but as the Shifu's kind of being, again, I imagine all these guys are on kind of Skype or Discord or something, but like the Shifu on the red side is really just going too ham, and because of that, it's breaking that link there. It's just not working here. It's kind of a shame to see a mirror matchup. It never feels as nice seeing like 2 Shifus in the same game versus each other, but I feel the blue side, the red side, I'm kind of confused. I'm actually really confused what happened. I'm actually quite lost what happened. I didn't know who actually won the last round. Now I'm really confused. But as we see, it's a 2v1 against the Lucy. I feel I'm mesmerized to watch. Just went down. No, I don't know who you got. Did you guys know who actually won the last round? I'm really confused to what actually happened now. Who won the last round? I'm so confused. I've drunk a little bit too much whiskey. It was all good whilst we were casting the EU, it was all good, and now we kind of come here and it's like freaking, it's like 2 in the morning for me over here. I'm kind of a bit lost actually what's going on. But it's all good. Also, any feedback you guys have, anything you want to see change for next week's episode, please let me know. And also, top 5 plays, don't forget to send me your clips. I want more clips. We're going to have some really beastly clips here coming in. It's been sick. You guys are freaking wrecking the game, man. Wrecking it up. It's nice to see. So the blue team won last. Oh yeah, the red team are pulling it back. Then that was really nice. Yeah, I felt I kind of had lost focus for a second, and it all kind of went a bit crazy. So the blue team, how do the red team are kind of making a little bit of comeback here. Nice panic coming by Lucy there. I think these panics are big abilities, and again, it's kind of timing it right. And you see where they actually made a big stun on the Shifu. They're actually putting some big damage onto the enemy Paloma. Let's see what she can do. As she's actually kind of stuck on this outside, and Shifu. This is what I'm talking about. There's just kind of not really the communication there, you know. The Paloma taking some big damage, and they're just kind of split. They're just not really working together as a team. And you know, Shifu's taking big damage on the outside of the map, whilst the Paloma's taking big damage. They really kind of need to group up and try and make something happen here. But I think they really made a nice play in the last round, but yeah, they're struggling now. They're really struggling.
I'm just so amazingly awesome at this.
One thing I love with the game, I think the voice, when I first kind of played it, I wasn't sure what the voice lines were like. I felt with it being so early access, they kind of just had someone, I just imagined someone like in the studio just doing all the voice lines, but the actual characters feel so cool, you know. They actually got a good amount of voice lines at the moment, so you kind of relate to them, and that's the nice thing is you find a champion like Eva, the little machine guy. He's like I remember seeing some play or the MVP, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to the theater. It's just stuff like that, which is so cool, which kind of makes you connect to the character and makes you want to play them even more, which they got really down. And once we maybe start seeing some lore for it, would be really cool. You know, I don't necessarily follow the lore, but I know a lot of people actually do. And it'd be cool. Yeah, it'd be cool to see. I feel the game has so much potential, so much potential. But again, the blue team really making some big work here as the Shifu gets some really nice ultimate onto the enemy Shifu. And this is why I don't know, I just freaking hate mirror matchups. There's nothing worse when you go into freaking PvP and you're against the freaking, you know, you log in 2v2 and you're just against the same freaking champion. Red team really struggling here. Paloma is going to drop down quite easily and in any amount of seconds. GG. Looks like so. Our blue team take this. It will be our victors for this tournament. It will be very nice, very well played. We've had some really good games. I feel the NA games have been a bit more exciting than the EU games. I feel quite a lot of the EU games, from what I can remember, were just kind of base stomps. Yeah, a lot of the EU, you know, there was quite a big difference, I guess, in the players, and a few of them just got kind of like stomped, and you could kind of tell it. But you know, these games have been quite close, and it's been nice to see how they've actually gone down. Bar the one game which kind of ended in like 4 minutes. As we see, we're going to see middle coming up in about 6 seconds. For me, this is a big objective, but the red team always taking a little bit hurt. We'll see how they might actually play this out as Shifu on the blue team just waited his conjure ability, but again another great javelin toss, and you can see the damage he comes in, again saving up all 3 charges of his right mouse button to put some big damage. Again, once again, you can see him here, he's got 2 charges at the moment, making use of that 3rd charge. He did actually miss that attack then, but the difference it makes is absolutely huge, and it's the same when you're playing champions like Rook. By getting the 3 charges, he's able to actually armor break, and that's something you actually want to be watching out as a low level player. You're making sure to actually hold those charges on your weapon, not just spamming your abilities. And also when doing it, to make sure your team's able to follow up if you've got abilities which actually armor break. The red team may be able to make something here if they can actually pick up this middle orb. It looks like the blue team, I think the blue team actually might have picked that up. It's unclear. Something hopefully they're going to actually address is the when you actually secure the middle orbs, it's quite hard to actually tell who secured it. It's only like a brief flash. And one thing I'd really like to see is once we start getting the sudden death, maybe in I don't know, maybe in sudden death a little bit sooner. I'm not too sure. But once it hits sudden death, is for the music to become a lot more tense. But G, motherfucking G, very well played by our blue team. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and that is it. That is our NA team. I'm not actually. I try and find. So we have the blue team. Blue team running right. Blue team. Blue team. They're the blue team, I believe. We should try and find out the name. Hopefully for next week's episode I will try and get on top of the names. It's kind of hard actually following everyone's names. So you see the players, but I don't actually see their team name. So something I try and work on, and we can get that. So I believe he won. So our winners for this NA tournament is for Daniel, the team that I can't pronounce. That was a weird ass name. I'm terrible with pronunciations. Daniel, that's a weird name. I know where some people come up with their names, but like I say, my general name for anything would be like, yeah, like Bob the Evil Wizard, something so freaking basic. Feels bad, but GG. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have any feedback for myself or for the actual tournament page, it is all more than welcome. This is the first time I've actually casted Battlerite, so it's all pretty new to me. I will work on it in future videos if it all goes well, as getting the abilities down a little bit more. But yeah, it was good. We've seen some really good games. I will be posting the actual whole stream. Make sure it's all nice and fine down onto YouTube. My YouTube, you can click on the link below which says YouTube, or it's Mr. Big Russ 666. I'll find some of the good games, maybe the finals. I'll do kind of like a quick review over them and see what happens. We had a nice EU one which went to 2-1 at the best of 3 with Mr. Rage Quit, who decided to rage quit after he lost like the 3rd round in the first game, and then come back, and his team actually pulled it back. I don't know if I feel maybe the other guy was going easy. It's kind of sort of hard to tell. Like he maybe wanted to make it a bit more interesting. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see. And don't remember, if you guys want to sign up, play tourney, we're gonna probably be doing another one next week. It'd be cool if you guys think you can take them on, you know, for sure, man. So yeah, I hope you bosses enjoyed it. It's been really good fun. But yeah, any feedback, anything whatsoever, you know, if I feel I've done something wrong or something you'd like to see added into the future, then this is your time to chuck it out now for sure. I would probably play some Battlerite and show you my ass on Battlerite, but because I'm a little bit drunk, last time I played Battlerite when I was drunk, which was actually last stream, last Saturday, I don't think anyone who regularly watches my channel, I think every game, without a lie, I got called a retard. I don't think in one game I didn't get called a retard. Yeah, I don't think I actually, I don't think there was one game. We'll do it, fuck it, YOLO.